How's it going, my friend? Lex, thank you for joining, guys. Let me just go ahead and set this thing up really quick. There you go. Why is this Pepsi right here? How are you guys? Welcome. Nice to see you all here today. My name is Regan. Glad to see you all. This is Minisforum's live stream room, and we're the professional manufacturer that are making all those beautiful mini PCs and accessory, all that. And also, we have been here for already over 80 years. So our products have been tested by the market, have been tested by a lot of professionals, engineering, all those professional people that are using our PC to do all kinds of stuff, right? So our reputation and our quality has been definitely assured. So you can definitely use our product without any kind of worry, because our product is like sold for the most in the U.S. and across the world market. So a lot of we have over every month we're probably having some new releasement for for new stuff to coming, right? Can I have one of for free, bro? Why do you think you qualify for one of for free? Yeah, nice question though. Yeah, you can just keep working harder, or you can get like over 10,000 followers probably. Uh-huh. Yeah, so our product has been tested for the market. All the mini PC are really good, especially for our new coming PCs, such as MSA2. And also we have the gaming PC that come out really soon, which is the Miniforum G1, that is for gaming PC. And for our AI X1 Pro, such as us, I can post your product for just one. Yeah, I appreciate it, but I don't think that worth that much because our mini PC basically worth over, for our chip is probably around $200 to $300, and some of our products even the over $1,000. So those mini PC are really kind of expensive, but actually it's not that expensive, right? Anyway, they're really cool. Yeah, exactly, bro. Our mini PC is really cool. So we have like NAS device, and also they are just so small enough that just to carry around, because those are the super mini tiny. It worth a try, definitely. You can check out on the YouTube channels. There are a lot of reviews, people trying with the mini PC. They are mobile, which means you can just carry this mini PC to wherever you want. Thank you for the follow, my friend FH93. Are you born from 1993? Because I was born in the same year. Yeah. So those mobile mini PCs. Say, look at this. Like I have small hand, like an Asian hand right here, so I can just easily grab it with my small little hand right here. So this one is just about 5 inches. 5 inches. That's my gold card number. What the? I don't understand, bro. Gold card number. What is that? I don't even know. Yeah, this one is 5 inches. 5 inches. So you can basically carry this thing with you anywhere you go. This is a small size that fit in your pocket. I actually have a friend. He's working in Thailand right now as a digital nomad. Probably as we are speaking, he is just doing a. He's like in the stock market business on right now with this mini PC. After 3 p.m. in the afternoon, he probably just go just I don't know, play for fun, right? Drinking some coffee and have some alcohol, all that. I risk go cards and look for sponsors to put my helmet or shoot. I risk go kart. What kind of sport is that? I'm not familiar with that go kart sport. Uh, do you have like a video or something, or things like that for checks? Oh, motorsport. Okay. Oh, you're like that was like really crazy sport, speed and the race, right? Wow. I say it. I say it. I just say it. Bro, you're good. You have over 1,000 followers. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. So you can also check out the our mini PC though. You know, if you want to posting some stuff of the mini PCs, like I use this mini PC for my daily working. Well, like I just use or I programming my go kart with it. Yeah, you have to find some kind of a connection with your things and to our products. It's kind of hard part. Oh, thank you for the roses. Did you send for roses? Wow, 14 roses. Appreciate it, my man. Oh, I don't even notice. Thank you for the rose. Love. How much is the one with the 4070 on it? That is like this one. Let me give you check out on this gaming PC, bro. Gaming PC. Where's my gaming PC? This one, Ultimate G7 Ti. It just sold out, man. It's sold out. Yeah, we still have this on in Europe. Where are you from? Are you from US? Yeah, so if you're from US right now, it's sold out. I think we still have it in EU, but this one is sold out in US market. Scotland. Let me just search it. I'm sorry, my geometry. Damn, why don't you? We still have this. You can go to the EU store to get this one. That is with the. This one was with the 4070 laptop, RTX 4070. Graphic power. This is like GPU this using right here, and this AI gaming mini PC that is using Intel Core i9 4900 HS processor. That into our US store that is sold out, and you could go to the EU store and to check this out. Miniforum.eu. Where can I find a 64 GB ECC memory module? The highest I found is Really? You can find it from Amazon. Yeah, definitely from AMAZON platform with 30. Oh yes, I know what you're saying. So if you want 64, you need to have 2 of 32 gigabit RAM, right? So that's like when you because we have the dual RAM inside. So like 32 plus 32 equals to 64. So it's not single 64. Actually, we have the single 64. I mean, some people like pair with 182. 2-hour MSA2. This one can run over 182 on this one. You mean that one? You didn't find it? I don't know why. Because on the YouTube channel there was a guy posting MSA2 with this video. Look on this video, bro. This guy posting about 122 gigabit on MSA2. I forgot. I watched that video like 2 days ago. Where was it? Oh, this guy. 10 days ago, Windows 11 install. You can check out on his video. This guy. Right. I'm gonna go. Good luck. Bro, yeah, don't forget to check out the EU web right here. So EU web right here is this one, and you're looking for that. Let me just show you where you can find it. This one with this high. Okay, well, no problem. And don't forget to use this coupon, bro. Coupon that is MJPC30. That is a coupon code. You can save 30 euros. 30 euro. Yeah. So nice to see you, and then come back and always come back. I'm gonna follow you as well. See, so if we like when you have free time. This one on G7 Ti, this one is using the 4070. That is still available in can ship to Scotland. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate it, my bro. Nice to see you here. I had a friend that is racing the what a car was called go-kart. This is my first time to have heard about this word. I mean, I know what in Chinese means, but in English, this is my first time to know like it's called go-kart. Go-kart. Yeah. So I actually study every single day. Nice job I'm having. Yeah, look at this 64 gigabit RAM. Yeah, so there you go. Mobile. I think this one should be like a smaller one, right? DDR5. Yeah, this one, 64 gigabit DDR5. That's one of the pair with in there. 64, 32, 100, $183.99. And I think that one should be working on your MSA2. Did I solve your question, my bro? Serbastiev, I cannot read your name. Serbastiev, yeah. So this thing should be doing this 64 gigabit. So two together, then you're gonna get 128 gigabits in there. So it's like a perfect fit with your MSA2, and also AX1 Pro also can do 128 gigabits. Which mini PC you are using right now? Are you looking for this one? Yeah, so you can get it from the A platform. Yeah, there you go. That's not ECC though for N5 Pro NAS. Now for ECC memory, bro. I don't. Yeah. Well. Let me ask my technical buddy. ECC memory, 64 gigabits. Hey, that's a question I never saw before. Let me just go ahead and ask. Just a second. So it's like online there's no ECC memory for 64 gigabit, right? Well, I never noticed this is a kind of question. I think they didn't make it, or like they don't have this kind of product, right? Or if like they are not selling for whole internet. Or did you find it on the Amazon? Because I probably don't need to search it again because you already searched it. Yeah. Basically, I think they don't even have this kind of product, right? So far, only found single 40-bit Ulster. ECC memory. Is this available? It's called a Nemix RAM64. Oh, this is two. Oh, that's not. This is 232. Dang. That was not right. I don't even realize this is a thing. Let me just ask my technical support. But only saw one comment about somewhere. Yeah, I didn't heard of like ECC memory that doesn't have the 32, doesn't have 64 gigabits. Did you already got the NAS though? I think it's still not there, right? ECC memory. I'm waiting for my order since August 20. Yeah, it's getting close. Well, kind of long time to wait. ECC. Mail. 64 gigabit. Yeah, so it goes as fast as possible. Yeah, it's taking a really long time because our NAS device is kind of huge and like kind of like this size, right? So it's kind of big and like the shaping need to be really caution. I hope. Did you already got the HDD as well? HDD, the hard drive. How many have you got? Like people are testing about 24 terabyte. There is a guy on YouTube that is testing 24 terabyte on the on our NAS is working perfectly. And there's like our official, we just tested about 22 terabyte. We didn't test about 24, but actually 24 is actually working as well. But 24 is a little bit expensive. 24 terabyte HDD. I don't know how much. Let me just search it. 24 terabyte HDD. I have a 300 wattage RAM Pro in my current QNAP NAS. I want to get the 500 ones in my N5 Pro. You are just super rich. 24 terabyte, this guy. 60 terabyte, 60 terabyte. Do you think 60 terabyte is good for you? Is like enough for you, or you need like 5 times 24? That's will be like 120. Wow. And you still have a 3M.2, or you can turn in 2M.2 into U.2. So together, you're probably gonna getting about maximum we're talking about here. That is going to be 154. Wow. Crazy. This guy has this 24 terabyte, $280. Yeah, 5 of them are gonna be. Man, that's hard question. 1400? Yeah, 1400. Wow, quite expensive. Quite expensive. They actually even have the 26 terabyte, 28 terabyte. This guy. Bro, I mean, I'm probably asking for like the two nuts to test him out. I'm gonna asking for the what's it called, the guy called nuts compare to try 26 gigabit. Nuts compare. You know this guy, nuts compare. This dude. I see what he posting video recently. That is my go-to channel I watch. Exactly, he was visiting our headquarters like in April. Was in April or somewhere. This guy using the what they call 30 terabyte hard drive. Wow, dang. It's like getting larger and larger. It doesn't posting recently. Doesn't posting about our Minisforum stuff. Oh, this video got over like 100,000 views posting 2 weeks ago. N5 Pro. Should I buy it? This one? Is like not available anymore. Oh, this video should be watched.
Hello and welcome back, and that is right, today we've got a big comparison. This is probably the most requested comparison I've had for the last 18 to 24 months. This is the WTR Max from Ustar, and this is the N5 Pro from Minisforum. 2 devices released in summer 2025. 2 NAS devices that are very similar in architecture. 2 NAS devices that allow you to use your own operating system. And I'll say right now, these are 2 NAS devices vying for your data and your buttons. In this video, we're going to go through hardware, go through price, go through what they can.
I don't know what's the comparison. This one's like, what's it called? AdStar? AdStar? What is that brand is?
Do what they can't do, and ultimately help you decide which one you should go for. Look, I'm not lying to you, this is going to be a long video. So if you're in a rush and you're just looking for the salient points, right here on screen, you've got from the article link below, details on which of these systems is best for what. It's linked in the description below, but as you can see there, I've broken it down into storage capabilities, AI, noise, temperature, the works. So if you're in a rush, this is the way you...
Hey man, it's like 24 minutes. Should I? Let me see. He was visiting our headquarters once. Let me see if that video is still there. I don't know. Visiting our headquarters, first impression. Where was my where he was visiting our headquarters video? Oh, there you go. No, Synology. That was Synology. It's QNAP. This is the green. Bro. He was visiting a lot of manufacturer in China around September. Router with it. Where I was? This guy was working so so hard. You know, he posting a video for every single day. Like I don't even know how he generate all those video crazy fast. Yeah, my technical guy said there was only 48 gigabit ECC memory, so you're gonna get for 96 gigabit maximum. You know, that's for ECC memory, so that is gonna be like the highest you're gonna get. Yeah, so I'll just order.
Hello and welcome back. And that's right, I'm still here in Shenzhen, China, talking to different Chinese manufacturers, brands, NAS builders and more, and finding out exactly how they work, seeing their production lines, seeing their teams, and ultimately finding out the company culture and more. Now today, I want to talk about Minisforum. They're probably one of the darling brands in the whole mini PC game, and when they did launch their NAS, or at least showed off their NAS at CES 2025, a lot of users took note. Minisforum products, I think it would be fair to say, are the most uniquely designed mini PCs in the market compared to many out there, and I thought it a very prudent opportunity while I'm here to explore and find out more about them. Now, let's get the early disclaimers out the way early doors. I'm not being paid by Minisforum. They have no control over this video. They did not invite me to their headquarters when I traveled to China. What happened was, me and Eddie at NAS Compares discussed that we're talking about so many brands that come from China, why don't we send one of us, guess who, over to China and then ask all of those brands if we can visit their headquarters. And that's what we did. And Minisforum kindly said that we could go, and they gave us no limitations to what we could film. There was one limitation to do with R&D, but we'll talk about that later on in the video. But that's really it. Again, I'll probably send this to them before it goes out, but they won't be able to change anything unless I say something that is proven inaccurate. But without further ado, let's crack on. So on the morning of the 25th, I was picked up outside my hotel by 3 members of the team of Minisforum. Hopefully there's some of that footage there on screen. My translator for the day was the guy that runs their live stream.
Hey, that was me, guys. If you're watching this live, bro, why did you laugh to my live stream? If you're watching this live right now, yeah, you are able to see me, actually, as I was in there. Thank you for watching my live stream right now. Oh, yeah. Hey. So that was, you know, me in the video, and actually I was being the translator for the day. Not doing a really good job, but I'm fine.
And does a lot of their YouTubing and other platform stuff, some of their short videos, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later on.
Why did you focus on that mini PC?
Saw their recording studio. The journey took about 40 to 50 minutes. I'm sorry it's noisy here, but it's noisier in my hotel, weirdly. And during the journey, I asked a lot of questions about the NAS device. They told me a lot more about that. We've got a whole dedicated video there. I asked a lot more about their team. They have around 300 members of staff, they told me. And I will say that while I was there, I saw about 150 to 170 people on their office premises there. So that 150 broke down vaguely to about 40 to maybe 50 people in the main office, and then the production line had about 50 to 60 people there, and finally you had the testing support RMA section, and that had a further 50, maybe 60 people. Now once you factor in breaks, shifts, holidays, blah blah blah, chances are, and even if you include global staffing as well, that 300 number is probably pretty accurate. So once we arrived, we went up about 2 or 3 floors, and when we got there, we reached the Minisforum company headquarters. It's the entire floor of the building, and there were a few office spaces that were empty, but they explained to me that they were established as Minisforum in 2018, and they moved into that building in late 2021. For expandability. So when they moved in, they obviously allowed for a lot more space to scale out. I also saw lots of pallets being lined up for logistics, moving into the trades lift. So I saw a lot of sitting stock there. Again, when I saw a lot of the warehouse and the packaging area, you could tell it was funneling through, but it was quite a busy operation there. I will say, of all of the manufacturing and production facilities that I visited, this one was definitely the cleanest. Now, I'm not an idiot, as I've mentioned in other videos. I've worked in factories. I worked in a health food factory for a few years, one of my first ever jobs, and I've worked in retail. I know what it's like when there's a big visitor. I know what it's like when some big wig comes from downstairs, has a big look round, or a trade visitor comes in. You want to show the shiniest version of things. But much like when I visited the CWWK factory, you can make people wear shiny uniforms, but the workstations you can see where, the flooring around workstations you can see where, and there is where you find out if it is legitimately that people are there and they're there regularly. And I saw all of that, the little things that you look for. Also the anti-static bands to stop people harming the goods when they go through production. We'll talk more about the production line later. Now, that main floor could be broken down into 5 key areas. The regional sales, and that was in-country regional sales. Presumably a lot of that was wholesale or larger supply. Then there was international sales. That also included special areas for Amazon and presumably AliExpress and Alibaba. They didn't commit that. Then you had the marketing sections there, and that's where we got to take a little look at their live streaming YouTube operation there. And I'll be honest, it kind of humbled my own setup there, but nevertheless, it was all sort of built into that marketing team for communication, blah, 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 and web development and the display of the web pages. The development area, the R&D, was arguably slightly smaller than all the other areas. It had fewer staff, but we'll talk about it later on. They have dedicated product managers, which isn't unusual in this industry, who basically own the product. That development is their plan. I'm sorry about the noise surrounding me here. Again, it's noisier in the hotel room. Next, showroom. There was a showroom that kind of showed the history of the company, so it had every single product that Minisforum had ever developed. It had a few that I didn't even recognize, which I presume are mid to late 2025 products. But on top of that, there was their accolades, their licensing, a lot of the company history, the photos of the old building and more. Again, I kind of got used to that now after visiting a few different facilities, but it's still really pleasing to see. I understand that is predominantly for users that are arriving as purchasers or big buyers or system integrators, so they can get more about it. But it's still nice to see that all laid out there. And I asked them a few curveball questions via the translator, and then they had a secondary member of staff who spoke English, and they were able to answer even quite technical questions about PCIe distribution and PCIe split switches. So fair play to them. Now let's talk about that production line and the factory warehouse facilities a little bit more, because I know a lot of you are going to want to know about that more than anything else. Be it that your queries are ethical or if your queries are just about quality control. I will say that for the most part, I liked what I saw there. Now, I visited a few different production facilities here while I've been in Shenzhen. I would say this one was the one that had more human on-site manufacturer than automation. There was automation, and obviously there were elements of it where people were feeding it into CPU placement and semi-automated areas where devices were being stress tested, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But this one, the ratio felt a little bit more like 30% automation, 70% humans online, whereas a lot of the ones I've visited thus far here in Shenzhen have been more 50-50. Now, there's arguments on both sides for that one, because automation, obviously, there aren't jobs at automation. There is an element of mass production and reliability. So I'm not going to make any kind of value judgment on them having more humans than automation or more automation than humans in any case, but I'm just showing you what I see. I will say that the people that I saw there seemed chuffed. I spoke to a couple of people there. They seemed pretty reasonable. One of them was, doing the job to support his parents. One of them just got retired. He seemed okay with it, quite laughy and jokey. Again, I know I'm seeing a sanitized version of events when I'm there. Let's be realistic. They were never going to let me in without, at least cleaning up the place. But I will say, I didn't give them a huge amount of notice. I was talking to them for the better part of 10 days. I've known about this trip for about 3 months. And moreover, they didn't agree to the tour until about 3 days over WeChat prior to me arriving, because of the timing and getting things lined up, some people coming out of Shanghai, I think. But when I was looking at the sales office and the office teams, and again, this isn't a value judgment, this isn't positive or negative, I'm just telling you what I saw. When I was looking at the sales teams and looking at the marketing teams, the desks had individuality. The people were wearing their own clothes. The desks had toys. They had weird little build their own Rubik's Cube things. There wasn't a sense of drone about the whole thing. Yes, it's a job. It's a 9 to 5er or I think a 9 to 7er they do here with a 2-hour break there in the middle of the day. But from what I saw there, I didn't see anything that would concern me. But again, I know I'm not going to be as scalpel level analytical in this trip as I could have been perhaps. But again, I'm trying to cover as many brands as I can. But as I was going through, taking photos, taking video, I will say I was taking a bevy of notes. And when it came to the production facility, I'll say this right now. One, they have serial number tracking, something that I think is a de facto standard. I want to know, for example, if a product at the end of the production line, that serial number, if I find a fault with it, and they can track it through the production line, they were able to do that. There is the photography services. It was multi-laned as well, so they had not one production line, they had several of them running concurrently. On top of that, they had numerous products in production across different lines. I actually saw, again, the NAS products being developed there in the new chassis as well, and they showed me not only the distinctive differences between the chassis in the R&D office later, but they also showed me as it was going through the production run, the inside and the outs there, and that's where I spoke to someone for a brief bit. They didn't have an anti-static dust chamber, and because I don't know a lot about the technicals of a lot of this stuff, when I have visited production lines that do have
let me try my new Mac right here. See if this won't work. But volume, why is it so low though? I don't understand, bro. Man, this thing is so hard to use. This mic or not this mic? How are you? How are you? Where is the microphone? Seriously, guys. Dude, bro. Well, I needed to say. I don't understand. Well, I bet you guys are not able to hear me, I guess. What am I gonna do though? I don't know. KFS. I'll say. see it work. Hello, how are you guys? So welcome. Have a like. Why is this disconnected? Right now, good? Oh, man. I don't know why this software just cut off my mic for no reason. Ah, shit, man, this thing is hard. All right, now we fixed. We back online. Sorry for the technical issue for my microphone. This broken. Yeah. I hope it doesn't do that again. Yeah, let's go.
Anti-dust, anti-static chamber that you have to go into. It made me wonder, one, were the companies that I visited being overcautious, undercautious, or is Minisforum think they probably don't need to within that area of production? I'm not sure, but I just thought it was worth noting that for some of you. And lastly, as these products are coming off production line, they were going into, via another couple of rooms that I'm going to talk about in a moment, eventually into the warehouse for packaging, for the retail packaging, and eventually onto those pallets for distribution that I mentioned earlier on. But what was really interesting is they had multiple rooms there for testing and getting analytical data on some of the stuff we see on the specifications. Yes, we could talk about performance benchmarks. Yes, we could talk about maximum support. But what I really like to see, and I didn't see this, by the way, on any other factory tour that I did while I'm in Shenzhen, by the way. So maybe they had it and they didn't show me and they didn't think it was good enough, or they third-party these operations. They had the aging room. An aging room, and I've seen this in Taiwan with a few NAS manufacturers. Acer Store has a fantastic one, by the way. An aging room is when you have all of the systems being stress tested for extended periods of time to make sure they're not going to fall over. There's rack after rack after rack of units. Now, I don't know if that's every unit, or more likely that is one in every so many for a statistical quota from different production line runs, but nonetheless it was nice to see it there, stress testing those components over a given period of time. The next room was the mute room. Again, another thing that maybe other companies have, but I didn't ever see it at any other production facilities rather than them third-partying it, and that is a soundproof room where they can operate a system and get the general...
Yeah, this is our, silent room. I guess you guys probably don't know. We have this room that, testing for those, if it's like how many sound, how much noise while costing while using our mini PC. So basically, we're gonna go, like testing with our PC with like a normal situation, and we're gonna testing our PC with like a more intensive work situation. So that should be tested for all kinds of a situation exactly. So we make sure that like even on the hardest, even on the most intensive workload, it will still like be really really low of noise, so you guys can enjoy your gaming as like feel no disruption on this mini PC. Well, that is perfectly, that we have testing for every single thing for you that already, so you don't have to worry about our product quality. You don't have to worry about our like like in all kinds of situations. So because we have tested for the temperature, we have already tested for the noise, and also we have already tested for the quality. And actually, we do have chamber we have in the room that is actually running the mini PC every single moment, that playing music, stuff and all that, through 24 hours. See, like a testing of its like wear out time. So that is why we're just really have a confidence, really confidence in our product right now, because our product definitely has been tested for multiple process. That is really amazing. So if you like our products, this is like 100% guarantee. So if you want to do that, if you want to try our product that is available right now, that is only a few $100s. As you can see, depends on which one you want to get. We have like all the prices is available that you can just take a look. Or we have this MS-A2s around starting from $400 to $500, and our X1 Pro starting from $899. But right now, today, we are going to give you another $30 coupon, guys. $30 coupon exactly. So like how amazing that is. $30 coupon. So that is the coupon code. This is only available during my live stream section. After a live stream, the price will just directly go back to normal. So don't miss the chance. Grab that as soon as possible. And also we have that available for all kinds of products over 150. So even though you're just buying like four remoter, probably enough, right? Four remoter, each one is 5 remoter. So 5 remoter, each one is $39. You're gonna get $200. 4 is enough. Yeah, 4 is enough. 4 minus 30. So 4 times 40 equals to 160 minus 30. You're gonna get 4 remoter price about $130. So that is a perfectly deal of all time. Yeah. So like you can just testing our stuff. If you like it, you can just direct keep it. If you don't like it, you can just send us back. Right? We have the 30-day guarantee. So like a 30-day free trial. So like all our stuff having that 30-day free trial. So if you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you can just directly send us back. We're gonna send you money back without asking a single question. So make sure like you put it right in your address, and you're gonna receive it really fast, because we give you the free shipping. Most for some of regular products, you probably are waiting for around 2 weeks, or if you're from the US right now, 4 to 3 or 4 week. It all depends, yeah. But on our if you're in Europe right now, so you're gonna receive it really quick, and because we have the warehouse in Europe ourselves. But actually, when we price, our price of our product is like really cheap in the same in specification compared to any other brand, especially in mini PC where there's nobody cheaper and the quality is better than us. We give you 2-year warranty. You can do a math. Okay, that is a 2-year warranty for free. So you're going to buy some kind of insurance, right? Because the PC is easy to vulnerable, is like easy to break out. But when you have insurance, everything be covered, but you don't have to worry about it anymore. But another different is you got to pay that. That is like other brand will ask you to pay for another. Will let you to pay another year of warranty, which is totally worth around $100, something like that. So that is where they actually making you money. You don't even count it in your car price anymore. That is so real. So don't get you this. You have to keep eyes on the what's in the market. Our Mini Forum is definitely the best. On the rest of. Things we have in the market, they probably just copying from us. We see a lot of companies literally directly copy our stuff, such as MSA2, and this guy is actually focusing on how to copy from our good product, but he never gonna fight good. So we have a lot of writers that we have a lot of advantages that he cannot copy at all, because this thing, a really huge one. He was coming here to build. He was the So the product itself is definitely really amazing. So you can check out on our product right here.
Ambient noise in different levels of operation there. They let me go in. I thought they were going to lock me in, but I'm glad they didn't. Finally, they had the shock room. The shock room where they had the system in retail package.
See, that ain't no weird, just shaking that package again and again. And make sure the package is tough enough.
And different levels of stress, be it shock absorption, movement, logistical shock, and they were just showing that their systems within those different packaging environments and deployment environments, what the level of shock that they could endure. Again, maybe this is something the other brands that I visited have, and they just didn't think it was worth showing. But Minisforum were quite pleased to show off this line of their production run, and I was really pleased to see that they had that being done in-house. Now I want to talk about the research and development. I alluded to this earlier on in the video, but Minisforum, and I can only speak from my own perspective, but I think this is a general vibe that you get, and I hate to just immediately highlight Reddit, but when it comes to Mini PCs, Minisforum have somehow carved an ever so slight distinction in the market from other Mini PC vendors. Not so much for obviously where they're made or any kind of software advantages. They don't make the CPUs, but their production, the PCBs, the unique designs, a lot of their chassis and deployment methodologies are actually a note different to a lot out there. That also means they're a little bit more expensive than everyone else, but I wanted to explore the research and development and find out, one, are all of the IPs in-house, and two, do they keep those IPs or sell them on? And it seems like, yes, they are all developed all in-house, and two, they do not sell them on. Obviously, I've got to take them at their word. I couldn't sit there at the time and grill them like Paxman, but at the same time, everything I saw from the PCB production images and a lot of the slideshows that I attended and watched did indicate this is all done in-house, and I've not ever really seen many Minisforum designs look like they've been officially repurposed by other brands there. Look at the MS01 or the MSA2. Very unique devices for different reasons. I've never seen that deployed.
Are you there, Malaysia? Are you there? Yeah, so if you need kind of help, from a live stream, then you can tell me your budget you're looking for, any kind of scenario you're looking for, so I'm able to help you to pick up some of the devices.
By another brand. Now, when I asked them about how they go about their production research and development, that was the thing I found the most interesting.
Thank you for the like, my friend.
This may be something again that other manufacturers I visited do, but Minisforum made a point of making this very, very clear. And again, maybe they're doing it to look nice and shiny, but nonetheless, I liked what I heard, and that was that the product managers, and this isn't unusual, by the way, I've met a lot of brands that do this, the production managers are in charge of their baby product. It's their solution. They design it from the ground up. They see what can be done. It's their operation, their vision to a point. And I spoke for a great deal of time to the developer of the NAS solution, that they are working on right now. And that product manager was telling me a great deal about how she wanted the system to evolve, how she saw what it needed to be, hence the 64 gig drive that is going to be included as an option within their NAS solution, so you don't have to drop a storage drive. Or when they were talking about the Oculink choices between the PCIe and distributing the lanes, there was a lot of that, and they were showing me the feedback process. They were showing me a lot of the way in which they look at how their system views the feedback forms that they sent out to people. Now, when it comes to how they develop products afterwards, or when they release a solution and research a refresh product, one of the things I'm not able to show is the very, very, very early examination of the follow-up to the MS01 and what the refresh of that will look like in 18 months to 2 years. Obviously, there's no point waiting out for it, but it was nice to see that they could see what they were showing me, how people were using it and what they liked and what they didn't like, and how they were going to use that with the next iteration there. And it was nice to be shown and displayed how they explore that in, kind of current time for a solution coming out in a great deal of time in the future, hence why I can't show it here. But an example that I can talk about a little bit more, and I may be making a dedicated video on this soon, was to do with that M.2 NVMe expansion card I talked about on the channel a while ago. Do you remember that card? There was a prototype to add 6 M.2 NVMe slots into the MS01, and they were examining it, and some of the biggest hurdles had to do with cooling and easier installation, and also changing the external chassis, which has obviously been designed for horizontal airflow, and then you're integrating 6 M.2 NVMe slots at different angles. Now, one of the things they're looking at right now, when they're still earlier in development at the kind of CAD 3D design.
Yeah, look at me, this is where I'm sitting. See, like we are having a conference talking about this, the chassis, all kind of stuff. Yeah. I'm wearing exactly the same shirt.
Very few physical examples is a kit form upgrade for the MS01, for example. And this would be a large replacement panel for that base panel of the system that sits above with the SSDs. The kit would include the main board, it would include the heatsink there on the top, and obviously mounting brackets, but it would also include a vertical stand, because the SSD bays are at the base where the table is, and therefore the heat generation. The slots will be at ×1 speed, but they need the system to sit vertically so those heat sinks can dissipate effectively into the air. And they were walking me through their design process there. It was really nice they were showing that off. And again, I'll make a dedicated video on this soon. But what was really interesting for me about it was nice to see the thought process. And although whether they meant to do it or not, I had a camera set up during the course of the meeting because I wanted to use it as B-roll to show you guys that we were rabbiting away. But in the course of that B-roll, I could see the date of the slides, and it was clear these were slides that aggregated over several months there. It wasn't just we knocked these up before this knobber turned up in our country. Now, I go into a lot more detail on the NAS development, the R&D, the potential Debian software, the different variations of that product and how it's splintered in development. And I'll talk about that more in that dedicated video that may already be live. But I'm just going to summarize this video and kind of wrap things up because I will be coming back here soon. Number one, as mentioned, by far of all the brands that I visited, it was the best vibe, which I know is a useless word. But the vibe of the staff, the vibe of the offices, the vibe of the workstations, both in and out of the production line, seemed the most positive to me of anyone that I visited here while I've been here. I like how much power and freedom the product managers have. I like that because then you are creating something that you want to envision and put your personality and your stamp on. That's why when you're looking at a lot of the production line of Minisforum products, they were at pains to highlight that one of the main reasons a lot of their solutions are so unique to one another compared to a lot of Mini PC brands, they tell me, because of that unique vision of the individual product manager, as they research into the deployment of that device. Again, it might all be soft soaping me, it might be shiny text that they're just trying to tell me, but there must be a grain of truth in that when you look at that production line. And next up, they do care about standing out, and I think yeah, I'll give them that. Notwithstanding their website and the way things are laid out, and they did ask me, by the way, a few questions about the layout of specifications on their NAS upcoming page. Again, I can't show it here, but they do care about being distinct. They know it's going to make their product cost more, and I know when we say their products cost more, it's kind of funny sometimes when I look at it as far as Europe and the US, when we look at the cost of their mini PCs and we compare them against GMK Tech, Geekcom, B-Link and stuff like that, who have very similar products, they are more expensive than them. But then when you look at, say, the MS-01 and products and their price point, they're actually a great deal cheaper than most of the other options in the market. So it was quite funny to hear them say that. Also, product development isn't rushed. That was very interesting to me. They said they had 50 product SKUs. So again, that doesn't mean 50 product lines. SKUs can also mean variations of different CPU, storage or memory. But that 50 is not a lot for a company that's been around since 2018. 50 different individual product SKUs, even if we were generous and said that is 40 unique products, that's still not a lot for a company that's been around since 2018. So they clearly don't rush development in a way that some brands might. And again, I know you may think I'm being overly flattering, but it was a generally very positive tour. They were enthusiastic about their product. The translator was having a nightmare keeping up with 3 people talking at him simultaneously, me responding. It was that fraught, the conversation, in terms of the enthusiasm and talking about the product, which, again, for such a niche topic as NAS, and I mentioned this in my...
He was right. I was not that doing great job on translating. Especially simu translating, that is kind of hard. This is like a totally different thing. You can speak English, right? You can speak Chinese, but it's hard to translate. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Seriously, that was hard. How was hard work? If the translator, especially when you're translating to mother tongue to someone else's languages, it's kind of hard. You're in your mind, there's not word to pair with. I don't know. It's totally different build up. So translating is kind of different than just good at English or good at any kind of languages. So that is basically another thing. So to do, seriously, you can try it. There are 2 languages. You can speak one language and you can speak another language. But while you're letting you translate it from each other, give you another language to translate, and it's kind of really fast response speed. I cannot catch up with. So.
I see WWK video is incredibly refreshing. There was no recording limits. I loved that. The only time they asked me to not have the camera running was when they were showing the documents for products and potential developments coming out in a year to 2 years' time, which makes sense. Also, they were the only brand I visited here that didn't discuss having an NDA. They didn't make me sign an NDA, they didn't limit what I could see, and I really wanted to include that in this video because I've made a point of mentioning NDAs in other videos, and this one they didn't. Now, if we're going to discuss, cons, negativities, again, number 1, their production facility. I think there are going to be mixed feelings about the fact that it is how much of it's automated and how much of it's human. And again, there's pros and cons on either side. About production, about having humans who can spot things versus automation, but then you can bring in the whole argument of people get tired, people make mistakes, but there was multiple tiers there during their RMA procedure. But again, I know there are going to be some users that would have liked to have seen more automation and human checks in between. Next up, even though obviously they were prepared for my visit, all of those pallets in the corridor and how much sitting stock there was getting ready to be loaded into lorries, it made me wonder why that was all there and why it couldn't just be funneled straight into a warehouse. And, mistakes can happen that way. Again, it's a very small complaint. It's almost churlish, but it was just the idea that I was going into their offices and saw pallets of stock. The offices were clean and tidy as you would expect, but make of that kind of thing what you will. And also, I know there's going to be some of you out there that probably would have liked to have seen that dust chamber entrance point there as people were going in. Again, because I don't know enough about the mass production technique of products like this, and also the amount of human contact I don't know about the necessity of it. So hopefully if there is someone in the comments that knows more about that, about just how necessary something like that would be great to know. But that's really it about everything that I saw and learned while visiting Minisforum at their headquarters here in Shenzhen, China. Again, this is my last day here. I visited quite a few brands, and I'm not going to do, direct comparisons because I'm obviously seeing a very shiny version of any of these day-to-day operations. So I'm not going to be as churlish as to compare them all together. But I will say what I saw left me happy. It left me more, I was already pretty confident in their product, and I saw nothing today that made me have doubt in that. Now, I'm going to be coming back to Shenzhen in a few months' time, and obviously I'm going to be heading over to Taipei for Computex as well. So I'm going to try to visit a few more brands when I am there. I generally try not to give too much notice. I try to give maybe a week or two's notice, and then I will ask them for their permission. And if they say no, I understand, everyone's busy. But hopefully I will be able to review and monitor some other brands in the very near future. And I'm sure, as I make this video, there are other brands watching this who want to see how other factories run their operations who are watching this right now. If you are watching this and I do email you, or you want me, if you can extend an invitation for me to visit your factory, you can ping me an email, because I think people do want to know how things run in-house in a lot of these brands that are on the other side of the world, and we just want a better picture of what's going on inside. And thank you so much for Minisforum for allowing me so much time and freedom in their HQ. If you've got any questions, do let them know in the comments below. Presumably Minisforum are going to watch that as well, so they might answer your comments, so I'm not going to speak for them. But if you want to know more about my trip, and if maybe you want me to elaborate on something I saw, let me know below, or you can email me at robbie@nascompares. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, that was a visit, in our company right here.
Unless you've been living under a rock the last couple years, and if you were, I wouldn't blame you, you probably have noticed the absolute monsoon tsunami of mini computers that has flooded the market. They're cheap, they're small, they...
Ultimate G7 Type PT, this is our another gaming PC, guys. Yeah, so take a look on what we offer here today into our store.miniforum.com, bro. Ricky, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining my live stream. How are you doing? See, we have a lot of new stuff that are coming as soon as possible. We have the gaming PC that are coming out really soon. Whether you're looking for some working PCs such as MS-A2, MS-01, MS-A1, all those workstations which you can make up your own home server, or make up your own cluster. Those are the optimal choice, in there. So, take a look on this MS-A2, MS-A1, and MS-01. Three of them are, for, a different of setup that for you guys to choose. MS-01 is using the Intel chip. That is with the option is Intel Core i5 12600H and Intel Core i9 12900H and Intel Core i9 13900H. So the price starting from 415, 495, and 663. They're only single number difference. Why the price is so huge difference? Was that that was $160 difference on the from 12900 to the 13900. This is I don't know why. So anyway, and also you can choose using our pre-installed 32 gigabit RAM, 1 terabyte SD. That is also $160 difference. That's fine, right? And the bare-bone version, the bare-bone version inside doesn't have the Windows 11 pre-installed. So if you're going to using the Linux on it, you don't want to use Windows, that's totally fine. You can just directly choosing the bare-bone version and install the Linux by yourself and programming on it. Yeah. So Amaran, how are you? Welcome. So that is MS-01, MS-A1. Just briefly talk about MS-A1. MS-A1 having a several specifications as well. But we know right here we have the option that is only special to MS-A1. That is without CPU. So we don't even having the CPU. We give the option that is not even having CPU in there. So you can, if you buy this $350 with this $30 coupon, you can get this for just $325. Just needed another CPU. So the CPU probably gonna spend you $300 or $400 or even more. Yeah, so that you have to install CPU and also you have to install your operating system as well. That is one of the options. So and also we have AMD R9 9090. I'm sorry, AMD R9 9950X. So that one is the bare bone and also 64 gigabit RAM and a 2 terabyte SD. AMD R9 9950X3D, that is having all that option as well, right? So it can get a little bit expensive than you saw with we have selecting with the highest build. So depends on you. If you are looking for MSA1, the MSA1 does have the all-link to the original in there, so you don't have to pair with this another all-link adapter. Yeah, so the MSA2, if you wanted to change it into this one into a gaming PC, you're probably needing an all-link adapter. So that is able to connect him with the in his the backside and directly using this using that as well, right? So that is perfectly fine. So if you guys want to try it, go ahead and try it right now. So because this MSA2 is being sold out for quite more times. Was there? How are you? Was there, Quan? Thank you for joining. If you have any budget you want to take a look on our mini PC, you can tell me your budget, and also I'll help you to pick your dream mini PC. Exactly. Minisforum MSA2. It was, I don't know why. Those are for those people that are sitting that they're dealing with all kinds of hard work and like a heavy duty job. You can just run it to give it a try for this AMD rather than 9950. Wow, this is such incredible. 9950 55 HS. What does that mean, bro? This is probably the most powerful CPU you can find on the mobile device. What are you gonna get? The score of Cinebench R23 set. It can reach up to a score of 35,000. This is incredible. So for this price, you can get a 30 like a renew PC, and actually yeah. So that's a 35,000. That's a single core score test. This guys score test can be reached up to 2,500 or something, right? This is personally really needed this kind of help or whatever. So our MSA2 is so comparative. So whether you're going to compare with other brand or any other you can take a look on any other brand that definitely the quality will never gonna be reach us as because we have a 30-day free trial. So basically you can try for the product for 30 days. If you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you can just directly return to a little more. Yeah, so go ahead and also don't forget to give some like to our channel right here, to our channel, to our Discord group and also our FB group. We have the Discord group as well because a lot of a company having their own headquarters because the company will starting to using this like a privilege to get one of this best mini PC, guys. MSA2, exactly. This MSA2 is so powerful enough that you can run a lot kind of stuff, and also it's perfectly working for for all kind of heavy duty stuff. So go ahead and try MSA2, guys. I don't know if we have more of the review videos on MSA2. That video was MS01 was like a kind of overtime. Was posting like 3 months ago. Wow. I want to check out the video that posting a little bit recently, so you guys. I don't know. I don't think there's a difference though. I mean, just maybe, like brand new videos could be much better to watch. Exactly. So they can take a look at our review videos, guys. So if you want to check out our mini forum, we have all kinds of videos that showing you guys how this thing work. Mini to the magic girl. What is this? I don't know. Yeah, so like the mini PCs are not only taking a really short of space, but also is making a huge exactly. So some of the mini PC are getting so huge of a price differences, right? Yeah, this is the G1, guys.
Hi Ron, Chris here at...
Can y'all hook me up? What do you mean by hook me up? Like, can you be specific? Like, hook me up, what that mean? Hook you up? Like talk to you, or just take you with me? I don't understand. Who you want to connect with? Like to my boss?
the Minisforum booth at Computex in Taipei, taking a look at their new Mini PC, which is the G1 and the G1.
Yeah, so we're gonna come out of a new gaming PC really great, like in a short term. This is our new gaming PC. It's called G1 or G1 Pro. We have two versions of it.
Pro, it looks really interesting. So this G1 and the G1 Pro does have a bit of a gaming console look to it, similar to that of an Xbox, but definitely not a mini PC. This is a small form factor gaming PC. Up the front, we've got our power on with status LED. This is USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A, Type C port. This is full spec, so video out from this and data. 3.5mm headphone jack with mic support. And we do have these RGB strips at the front when powered on. Now this is just a mock-up unit here, prototype. On the left side of it, we've got plenty of intakes here for cooling. And of course, when I get my hands on this and review it, I'll be focusing on the fan noise and the thermals from this. On the right side, there is no intakes here, but along the top, there is some too. At the bottom here, we have a nice sturdy stand with a single huge rubber foot. This is our exit vent here for the cooling, so all the hot air is going to be coming out of this. And along the back here, we've got our power supply unit. Now, this is 330 watts built into it, and it's using our standard AC cable there on and off switch. 5 gigabit LAN, that's great to see. HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort, yes, that is missing. However, we've got another Type-C port right here that we can get video out from, and that is full spec too as well. Another 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2s, they're Type A's. So we do have 2 display ports here, 2 HDMIs, and that's DisplayPort, I believe, 1.4 spec, yes it is, and HDMI 2.1 here. Now this is a 2-slot GPU, low form factor. So the great thing about it is it can be upgraded in the future. So both of the units do come with the Ryzen 9 8945HX, 16 cores, 32 threads, maximum turbo 5.4 gigahertz. So it's a potent chipset here, even though it is last gen. And the pricing, well, the Minisforum rep did tell me it'll be somewhere around the $1,000 mark for the non-pro version, and a little bit more for that pro model. And both of the versions are running Windows 11. So what do you think of their new gaming mini PC, the G1 and the G1 Pro? What I like about it is the fact that the GPU is upgradable. I think that's an excellent choice in both of the versions.
See, processor we're gonna using on this is AMD Ryzen 9 80. I'm sorry. Why did I keep a hatch up? Oh. Shit, how did I stop the hook up. The CPU we're using here is AMD Ryzen 9 8945HS, 16 core, 32 thread, 64 megabit caches up to a 5.4 gigahertz. And the GPU, we have the two different versions that with this G1 that is using the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060, and for the Pro one, we're going to give you the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060. DDR5 dual channel SATA memory that you can upgrade it to 96 gigabits, where I think it's supposed to support 128 as well.
Are running Windows 11. So what do you think of their new gaming mini PC, the G1 and the G1 Pro? What I like about it is the fact that the GPU is upgradable. I think that's an excellent choice there. You got the 2-slot, low form factor GPUs, so in the future you'll be able to swap that out and upgrade it. Hi Ron, Chris here at...
Yeah, so wow, that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see full review. Man, that is like, I don't know, we're gonna give a review stuff like that. That looks awesome. We need a full in-depth reviews from your Charis. Excited to see Mini PC from the Samurai Chris. Nice that it doesn't look like a Mini PC anymore. When is a deep review coming? Well, can send me a retail on unit, so I hoping in just about 1-2 months. I don't know about it. A lot of people are looking for this G1 version because this is a really amazing gaming PC. Oh yeah, man. I'm having a hatch up right now, so I need play some kind of other videos too while I was needed time to recover. Bro, what's going on? Oh man. Leave me early. Take a look on his gaming section.
The result page.
Does he play any games on this MSA2?
Plus, GTA 5 185 plus, Red Dead 230, and Fortnite 240 plus. Okay, next one, Time Spy Extreme. And so I don't know when I'll be able to upload next. I do have 2 videos in the works. They were kind of brand sponsored, so I have to get their approval first, but they will be released whenever I get that. So we have this and those 2 coming out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to have anything until next week sometime though. I'm not talking this coming week, the week after. Okay, we are on loop 6 of 20, and yeah, the MSA2 is getting fairly hot. Okay, we are on pass 13 of 20, and I don't hear any coil whine now, so that's good. Both machines, their fans are running full force, the 5090 eGPU and the MSA2.
This guy doesn't literally play games, but you know, with the RTX 5090, and he doesn't really play games on it. It's kind of a shame. I hope he plays some games to test it, but he already gave me the answer, but I think it's fine as well. Minisforum, take a look at this. Oh, that was posting 9 days ago. Take a look on this one. So look at this motherboard. We have BD795ISE. That is a motherboard we have for only $383. And also we have another $30 coupon that is available using for that. So you're able to using that $30 coupon directly. So what the final price for this motherboard itself is gonna be like 350 something, which is totally worse, because you know, for $350 you won't even able to buy the CPU itself, which is the AMD Ryzen 9 7945 HS processor. That is costing around like $400 to get one of the chip for itself. Okay, it's around $500 chip. So you know, for the motherboard, all the stuff in there together, that is only $383. Let's go ahead and take a look on the build up he made. So that is a really excellent, a tutorial for you guys to watch. If you guys haven't to assemble a mini PC ever before, you're probably thinking about this one. Yeah, so this is really nice tutorial video to teach you how to assemble your own PC. Like, this is kind of step by step teach you how to do that, right? You know, if you haven't do that before, you know, otherwise if you want save money, right? Because you know, probably you're just buying the whole PC, you're thinking, it's a little bit expensive, or you know, you want to build your own using your own chassis, right? You know, that is like kind of like bigger chassis other than ours mini PC size. You can just choosing to build a regular size PC, or maybe a smaller medium size of a PC, right? Look at this. You're gonna know how to build a PC with that. That is Wi-Fi right here. That was a really deep installation, you know, like he doesn't even talk at all, he's just doing his own thing. Like, hey, 2280, 2TB SSD, and you get a heat dispatching gels into there. Heat dispatching, yeah, so easy build up. I like my Minisforum PC, bro. Bob, thank you for your support. What kind of mini PC, which module you have? Like this one right here, I'm showing this is our BD790 ISE. So this one is our motherboard. This guy is making his own PC right now. That is like DIY a little bit, you know, with our motherboard, which is only 383 with AMD Ryzen 9 7945. HS processor in there, UM760 Slim, yeah, nice. What kind of thing you doing with that PC? Because you know Slim series, you know, just like do you play games on that? Because you know, I don't know with the gaming experience on the Slim, because you know I didn't use the Slim for myself. I used the AI X1 Pro for my daily using. Where's my AI X1 Pro? Oh yeah, that is out of camera. That is, you know, like for my daily stuff. Look at this. That is my AI X1 Pro. That is for my daily work. Yeah. So you know, like after you work, I mean, you can just get some like a little bit of better of a mini PC. Could give you a much greater experience. Yeah, UM760 is also good. And also we do have the UM750L Slim as well. Yeah, that was only $281 right now with a $30 coupon. Like how much study and play some games like Minecraft, GTA 5 and other. Are you able I'm sorry, it's like dang, my tongue doesn't work. Are you able to play GTA 5 on the UM760 Slim? Really? Like what kind of graphic quality? Did you like the the low graphic? Did you connect to the other like Link as well, or like A17 that doesn't have Link? So USB 4 to connecting to the external graphic. Because GTA 5 probably just a low graphic setup, right? No. Wow, GTA 5. You can play with the Slim series with the GTA 5. Wow, that's kind of incredible. So it's kind of you spending like $300. You're playing the like 8 games right now. That's totally worth it. Medium graphic. Wow, like that's not too bad. Wow, I thought it was like a low graphic. Hey, 760 is so well, man. 760. I don't even know 760 can run GTA 5. I haven't tried it before because you know our Slim series, like you know, frankly, we are not building up Slim series for gaming. yeah. So like we don't even know that it can play GTA 5. So because this actually the score of that GPU is not that good, because you know the price means the gears we're using in there. 760, we don't. It's not even in the US store. Where are you from, my bro? Where was it? I think it's supposed to somewhere. Spain. Oh, Spain. Hola, amigo. I've been trying to show up some Spanish I just learned recently. ¿Cómo está? What our like Buenos dias? Is that right? You hablo pak. Dang, man. This language is so hard. Why do you guys speak? You hablo español. You hablo poco español, right? Bro, like, why do you invented languages this hard? Because, you know, like, I haven't seen a language that, you know, you have to change, like, they have, like, hamano, hamana, and you have to change, like, the different, you know, like, adjective as well. And if you are using a plural, your adjective needed to add to s as well. Like, this is so hard, bro. I cannot figure it out. I using the Duolingo to study it. Like I go over 5 minutes each day. It kind of doesn't really work. It's like I don't even understand. The grammar is so hard, man. I hope you can teach me. So, dang, how's the weather over there? I heard about like they have like some kind of a heavy rain or whatever. I don't know. I cannot even find a 760 Slim anymore. 760 is not sold, we're not even selling this in US market. So you probably got in that from EU web, right? EU, hey, let's go browsing that video again. Yeah. How much gigabit were there? I don't even see that. It's supposed to be good. Like how was my Spanish? It is decent? Is it good or not? Oh, he bought a fence at 100. I think this one is 120 centimeter. Yeah, this is like a huge fence right here. It's decent, bro. You're literally, I don't even believe myself. I don't even like. You're like, thank you for encouragement. Glasses. I really appreciate it. How much to afford a house in your area? Yeah, how much how much I have to spend on buying a house? Like, does Spanish having a lot of immigrants? Like, I don't know. A lot of money, really? A lot of money? Wow. Well. Really expensive. I see. I'm just trying to find out which place I should go. Because in my live stream, some people come from like people from US, people from Germany. There was a guy from Denmark yesterday, and people from Singapore. Like, they were just asking the question like, how much you make per hour, like, and how much you gonna pay for a house? Just for my curiosity. Like, there was a guy in New York. He is a engineering in the Citibank. He's an engineer in the Citibank. He make $80 per hour, $80 per hour. Crazy high. Germany, I think, is pretty good. Yeah, probably. I think, but Germany is like really hard to learn. Like the German language, nah. Like even harder than Spanish. I cannot even pronounce those words. And also, Spanish, there are some words I cannot pronounce. Like when you call the dog, it's called the perro. I cannot pronounce that. Double R, that. Well, I don't know how do you guys pronounce those. Welcome, H. Yeah, so this one is our BD 790i SE. This is our cheapest motherboard. That is only $300 something with the CPU. AMD Ryzen 9 7945 HS processor, which is 16 core in this 32 thread. That is can basically run all kinds of 3A games and dealing with all kind of hard work. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Wow. The Tar2 though. What kind of a Tar2 is this? It's kind of I don't know, bro. Kind of weird, but kind of cool though. Kind of low-key cool though. I don't know why. You know, when you have a real big chassis, like the complicated part is you have to take a lot of time to manage, to maintain this, all that. But if you having this, our mini PCs though, you are saving all that power, saving all those, stuff. Because, such as our MSA2, there's a little tiny button. You can just little click on it and you can just draw it open. Like you're a drawer inside your house, right? Just like this. Salwina, thank you for joining. How are you? Salwinda. Ah, that is so easy. So, which depends on which one you prefer. Some people think this is more fun, having a chassis like this. Look at this rack. Are you still there, Bob? Is Pongha? Is that right? Like the J is supposed to pronounce as a ha H sound. Okay, I finally stopped burping anymore. Power setup, really easy. What is this? It's an RTX, GeForce RTX MSI. Let me see, what's the, I'm sorry I didn't stand out. What is this? What's the model? What's the model? I don't even got a chance to figure that out. there's another turbo fans right here, and actually really good build. Look at the setup. I think it's not gonna be really expensive, and with our motherboard, which is only 353, so I think with the I don't know, just don't count the graphic card into there. Yeah, so if you want to buy a graphic card, that gonna be spend you a lot of money. So if you want to buy a 59. Oh, really amazing build. Look at this. This guy turned into a $353 of the motherboard into a whole setup, whole setup of a PC, which is just looking super dope and actually really nice build up. Look how cool this thing is. I think this is a really good gaming PC as well, so you basically can play games and also doing all kinds of work with this like a personal build up. Obviously this is really fun to do so, but I mean, you can just choose your own chassis, and out there are thousand ways to build your own PC, and actually it can run really good. And so you just need it to a motherboard, get your SSD, get your RAM, have a 120 millimeter fans, and there is a power supply, and just go. If you need a graphic card, you need a graphic card, or you don't need it. Just depends on you. Well, I think that's all for it, but you can have another fan as well, right? So if you need a little bit actual, airflow inside, like he actually is like he's using a really high build up. Even his SD card having that kind of the heat dissipation pad on it, which is really nice. What was that? I cannot see that clearly. Processor speed 2.5 gigahertz. Yeah, exactly. That is our CPU right here. This what kind of game is this? Counter-Strike 4K display. Then you were saying the FPS. 120 FPS? Wow. Really amazing, bro. It's kind of professional testing it is. Yeah, it's kind of professional test. What kind of view is this? It's kind of funny. The camera is kind of rolling crazy. was a kid. SPALK. Stacker. I don't even know what this is. I haven't played this game before. I don't even heard about it. Starfield 4K display. What kind of that? Russian good? Bolingo di Turbo. Welcome. Like, you're doing Turbo? We're doing Turbo. Elder Screw or Obligation. Wow. That's running smoothly, right? And actually with a 4K display and with 90 FPS, that is so perfectly. Wow. Actually, this game is so good. This gaming quality made me want to play this game in the end. All high setup. Baldur's Gate 3. How did he move the camera like this? Cybercon 2077 with this high quality 4K display that can still go around 60 FPS, which is truly amazing, guys. Look at this build. You cannot even look at this, the motherboard is only $300 something. Yeah, so you can just play all kind of 3 games smoothly with all the highest build, with the 4K display, and it's totally available. Yeah. So if you guys want to try that, our AMD for our motherboard, this is called BD790ISE, and we have an updated version which is BD790iX3D. It depends on which you want. The price difference is about $100 difference, which is not too huge, right? Just using that, which you can just directly choosing from store Miniforum.co. Nice build, nice video actually. I think I'm gonna watch this video again because this kind of cool stuff to watch. I like people sharing when they made up their own build for computer. Really nice. I don't know. This guy only having like really amazing. In this video, I want to show you how I build a powerful yet budget-friendly mini ITX gaming without ARGB. Based on Miniforum BD795 IICE motherboard, which come with the soldered Ryzen 9 7945 HS processor featuring 16 core and 32 thread. For this case, I choose the Deepcool CH160. One of the more affordable compact kits. I also added 64 of a Kingston Fury Impact RAM running at 5600 megahertz, which I successfully overclocked to 5800 megahertz with a stable performance. For the storage, I use my own 2 terabyte Kingston KC3000 SD to power the system. I opted for a budget 750 watt gigabit GPUD power supply with 80 plus gold rating and a 12 volt HPWR connector to cool the motherboard and exhaust hot air from the top. I installed 2 Deepcool FK120 fans. For intake, I use the Arctic P12 slim fans. A standard size wouldn't fit in the space. Final touch of the MSI GeForce RTX 5070 12 gigabit shadow. Dang, what I was saw like this 4K display on the Cyberpunk 2077 can even reach up to over 70 FPS. You know, he is using the MSI GeForce RTX 5070. Wow, quite amazing. In the end, I have built a budget-friendly blackout gaming PC that deliver excellent performance for this price. Miniforum game build compare. Miniforum build right here. Yeah, it's really nice. How did I kind of click on this? Oh, it can jump me to the you know, like $383 right here. But you know, that is like another $30 from my end. You know, that if you want order from here, store.miniforum.com instead of a platform, we have some excellent like coupon for you to get. Okay, $30 coupon that you could only use in my channel right here. You can only use into this WEB instead of a platform. Yeah, so you know, if you want to save that another $30 wherever you're from, yeah, so you don't have to use another $30 you could save. Let's go show you how to save it. It actually already applied because I have applied this coupon before. So finally, what you're gonna get for the price of this BD79 at BD790, yeah, ISD, this one is only about 353 for the final price. Woo! Eric, welcome. So you know, this is just a final price. You're gonna get this. It's not expensive at all, so saving you a lot of money directly out of there, right? So you know, if you like this, go ahead and take a look at what we have onto the store.miniforum.com. That is the like a really cheap setup that you can just still running all kind of good games with this BD790. This will AMD Ryzen 9 7945HS processor, which having 16 core and 32 thread that is capable can run all kinds of games. That is only 353. It also come along with this 2-year warranty and also the 30-day free trial. So basically it means you don't have to worry about the price and whatsoever quality. You can directly send us back if you don't like it at all. You know, you can just direct give us, and we'll just take it. We'll send your money back instantly, right? So make sure you just put it right in your address, and you can order from here. And if you don't know how to order, bro, you know, I'll tell you where to find me. Order, bro, you know, I'm doing the live streaming right now on the bottom right, where you just open up the store.minisforum.com. You're supposed to see me live streaming on the bottom right, as you can see right here. I'm just clicking myself a little bit likes, and they hope you like it. Yeah, so let's go ahead to grab one of this MSA2, right? How about it, MSA2? AMD Ryzen 9 9955HS processor. That is a dramatic, amazing processor. Added to the chart. that is 871. And also, when you are ready to order, there's another $30 coupon for you. So what do you think this deal, bro? So this final price for this Minisforum MC82 is just about $841. You're gonna get this with free shipping, 2-year warranty, and this 30-day free trials. How good that is. 30-day free trial, that exactly. So basically, you want to play with this PC for 29 days, you can return it in just about 30 days, you still get your money back. So we just wanted to everybody to testing Mini PC, because because a lot of people haven't used Mini PC before, because yeah, so they try. There are some of people just not doing really good. I mean, they're just not even thinking a Mini PC as an option. But our Mini PC right here, we're able to offer you a chance to try it, and with your experience, you can say you can decide to leave it or not. Yeah, so that's give you make you feel more comfortable on your purchasing, right? So because we have so much confidence in our product, we want people to try our product first, so make out the decision. And I hope you enjoys our live stream here today. And don't forget that we're having another motherboard as well. This one is 383 one, that is not expensive at all for this device, and you can just running all kind of gaming on that. And also we have a little bit the one that is a 559. This one is a little bit more expensive, but with the about $150 difference. Okay, so that is not too much of a difference, but this one can run all kinds of games which even much better build. This one is using the AMD Ryzen 9 7945HS 3D processor, which is a higher level processor, which you can just run game much better and also much smoother. So if your budget is good, you are just fine with actual $150, you can choose this one as well. It's really optimal choice. Yeah, so think about this, and all our stuff is right now available into our in our store.miniforum.com. Go ahead and take a look when pick one that you like, and also don't forget to using this coupon, guys, MJPC30, that is on top of my hand. And you're okay to not using this coupon, but I would highly recommend you to use it. Yeah, so I see the order that are coming in. I already seen some orders that this morning this night is buying from us. I really appreciate it, and some people doesn't even using the coupon code. I don't know. Yeah, I also appreciate it as well. So you can just directly choosing which one you want or not. And also don't forget to follow us on Discord. If you're looking for any kind of product from our end, and also if you want to hear about the news, or if you have some advice, yeah, so that you can just directly follow us, and also join our Discord group. There are so many expertise that in our group that is solving your problem, and also you can just having some advice for us in there our professional lab in our Discord as well, right? So there are our team manager. She is in our into the Discord, so you can just give her our feedback. How are you, my friend? Welcome, and that's the end of my live stream. So hope you have a great Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, because right now for me it's Wednesday. So basically either Tuesday or Wednesday, have a phone, and that's all for here today. Bye bye.